Welcome to Bloons TD6 featuring the 025 Sniper. Its shrapnel shot will definitely take you by surprise. Enjoy. Hello everybody. So today I want to be talking about the 025 Sniper. Shrapnel shot got a pretty nice buff. And honestly, I think the sniper is cheap and really solid, like good enough to incorporate in all your bloon strategies. But in this video in particular, I want to like make a build revolving around it specifically and showing a bunch of really good support around it and what it can do. I'm going to be going for all three tier 5 snipers because middle path buffs all snipers, which buffs in extent the 025 sniper, and it also buffs the top path, and the top path is really good for Moab crowd control, which would make it would make the combination so much better because Moab crowd control is pretty useful, plus you're using the benefit of the middle path sniper. And Moab damage is probably the weakest part of the 025 sniper. Glue gunner is also something super nice, like a middle path glue gunner. Getting some fat slows and with the slows being able to bunch up a bunch of bloons together will really make huge value from the shrapnel shot. Like I think middle path glue gunner with a 025 sniper is probably one of the better combos in the game right now. That in combination with alchemists, although alchemists are not that good with the bottom path sniper just because it already has insane attack speed. That with alchemists and monkey villages and engineer, you can really buff the crap out of your sniper and throw in a couple top path ice towers. You know, if you get tier 5 top path ice tower, it'll really help with your bad damage at around 100, which is probably what you're gonna be lacking the most utilizing the sniper. And yeah, Moab damage you're gonna be a bit lacking, but that's why I'm throwing in Pat. Really good crowd control as well, and he also can buff all your snipers or all your units within his small range. So I think Pat is pretty solid. You could also go Gwendolyn for the Gwendolyn buff, and Gwendolyn also has just insane pop power. You can also go for Striker Jones. Striker Jones wouldn't be that bad either. So yeah, without further ado, let's actually get into the video. I'm actually going to be playing on like the new map that came out. It's a relatively easy map, and I'm doing it on Impoppable because I want to be able to use monkey knowledge but at the same time play on a really hard difficulty to actually show the first 100 rounds how good the strategy is. So I'm slowing time down, dropping in my Pat. I don't have all the monkey knowledge, but I have a decent amount of monkey knowledge. So you just drop Pat down, save up for a sniper. First sniper you're going to want to get is obviously a 022, 023 sniper. Okay, so now I saved enough for the sniper, and yeah. Once you get a 023 sniper, 022 sniper, you should honestly be good for a while. You can definitely start farming because Pat has lead popping power, and a 023 sniper, especially on this type of map, really has a lot of popping power, has camo popping power, and you should be pretty proficient for a while. Throughout this video you're going to see I'm grouping up all my units to the left side of the map. It's generally pretty good to group up your units so you get maximum buffs from your villages, your alchemists. And I'm going to be trying to group my snipers or the units I really want buffed around Pat, so I can just tap the 1 key and just buff them. As you can see here, like the sniper's putting in work like actual work. Got him upgraded even further, and honestly, you could start farming pretty soon. Like I'm starting farming like round 20 something. The farms get down. In my opinion, the most efficient way to set up farms is a 200 farm, and you just spam them. I like 5 farms. I find that less than 5 farms you don't make too much money, and more than 5 farms seems pretty pretty aggressive and risky. I like 5 farms, so you just put down 5 200 farms, then you upgrade them into 220 farms, and then I like going for banks, especially on Impoppable, because it's 100 rounds. I usually save up for 20k, because at 20k you can purchase all 5 banks at the same time, so you can empty them all at the same time, which makes tracking your banks way easier. And on top of that, it's more efficient, because rather than buy a bank and then not be able to have access to that money, you get 20k faster by not buying any banks and then cashing in all your banks at the same time. So yeah, the sniper is doing work. Like, see round 32 and I just have that sniper pretty much. My dart monkey is just a free dart monkey, and Pat honestly is not the most insane, especially early on for popping power, and the sniper's just crapping on them. Almost at round 40, so I have a monkey village here. So I'm gonna be putting 2 monkey villages and upgrading them to a 002, both of them, for discounts on further upgrades, because I will want to have a 3-3 tower, and you can't have a 3-3 monkey village. So I put 2 monkey villages. That's a strat that I really like, is putting 2 monkey villages, having one a 302 and having another one a 032. So you get the primary buff, you get 3 buffs on the top, and you get 3 buffs in the middle. On top of both monkey towers will increase each other's range, meaning the towers will just have increased range as well, and you're getting pretty good discounts. It's pretty efficient. And you are going to be getting a few primaries. I will be selling the dart monkey after for like a better position on another tower. But yeah, there's some pretty good primaries. I will be getting a glue gunner and ice towers, so I will be getting some value off of that primary buff. And yeah, round 45 already for farms. Not going too crazy with the farming, but yeah. I normally would go like a middle path and a bottom path alchemist for income, for Moab popping power, and I personally think the bottom path alchemist, especially in Impoppable, is like the most insanely broken unit in the game. But I'm not going to be doing that this game, because this game it's mostly about the sniper and putting combos with the sniper and trying to maximize its value. You're gonna see by the end of the game, it's gonna surpass 1,000,000 pops. It's actually a pretty legit sniper, so yeah. Right now I'm around 48. I'm basically waiting for banks, 20k for banks. I will be upgrading some other units, and then yeah, just wait 20k for banks, and then once you get that, then I think it's like around 46,000 with 5 banks on your, yeah, it's around like almost 50k once you empty your 5 banks. So yeah, squeezing in a glue gunner around 50. I'm going middle, like I'm going a 032 glue gunner, I believe. Really good. Don't need the active ability glue storm, just really want that maximum spread, maximum slowness. I'm a huge fan of top path glue gunner, but I just want to slow and bunch up units as much as possible for the shrapnel shot. which is also why I get a lot of Moab CC as well. Slowing down Bloons and Moabs, especially DDTs, will bunch up everything for shrapnel shot damage. It's really good with middle path Alchemist as well. I won't do a middle path Alchemist this game, but because middle path Alchemist would just literally take all the pops because that unit is balanced. But yeah, you can go for a bunch of CC and just go middle path Alchemist. It's similar to Shrapnel Shot, honestly. Shrapnel Shot is pretty legit. See Pat just smacking down the Moabs here. Now I'm going for a middle path Sniper. It'll give me more income, and yeah, it'll buff my all my other snipers. So honestly, middle path Sniper is actually really good if you have another really good sniper, and before we didn't really have another good sniper. The best sniper was like a 205, but it wasn't even that great. But now that we have a 025, that's actually really good. Snipers are actually pretty viable, I'd say, because I would often go for just top path sniper, like a 402 sniper. But now, like, you can actually go for middle and bottom path, and it's pretty viable, it looks like. Also, this new map is pretty cool. Like, I wouldn't really call it Easter eggs, no pun intended, it's an Easter map, but if you press around, there's like interactions with, like, I don't know what they are, like little elf monkeys, but it's an Easter map, not a Christmas map. I'm not sure what these monkeys are, but they make funny noises. It's pretty fun to interact, reminds you of Hearthstone boards. And everyone knows that the hardest mechanic in Hearthstone was clicking on the board because the game was RNG. That's a different story. Pat's second ability is really garbage most of the time, I would say. It's super conditional. I used it there because his auto attacks were like out of range, so I maximized the value of it, but yeah, his ability is actually kind of bad, honestly. It's cool, but it's pretty bad. So soon, round 63, I'm hard farming, like, yeah, I'm upgrading just in case I need it. I upgraded my bottom path sniper a bit in retaliation, preparation for round 63 because it might be rough. But you see here, like, the balloons get to like halfway through the map, no further. Don't even really have to use Pat's ability. Like, pretty solid, honestly. I'm farming hard. Look, my cash 18k, and like, damn, that sniper is putting in work. Look at that. Bam, glue gunner. They all bunched up. I mean, round 63, balloons are already bunched up, but see how well we handle Moabs on 64. 64 is a super heavy Moab round, and honestly, Pat kind of really helps carry that round with these fortified Moabs. So yeah, as you see, both my towers, I'm going middle path and top path, giving my glue gunner camo detection as well. A 65, you can't even see the balloons like leave. And yeah, I have all my banks upgraded, and I forget how many rounds it takes for banks to be without Benjamin. Like 15 rounds, I don't know. We'll see when I empty these banks. It'll be some fat cash. And yeah, I'm squeezing another sniper in. This one's gonna be the top path. Top path sniper, I recommend going for a 4-5-0-2. Shrapnel shot buff is still not good enough. Like, the attack speed on the top path sniper is way more value. Like, a 4-0-2 is infinitely better than a 4-2-0. Put your top path sniper on strong. And yeah. And also, once you get elite targeting prio with the middle path sniper, I honestly do not recommend putting any of your snipers on elite. I recommend putting middle path and bottom path snipers on first, and top path sniper on strong. Because what's going to end up happening is you're going to have a lot of blue Moabs that come out of the red ones, just like not be crowd controlled, not be CC'd, because your top half sniper, let's say it's targeting elites, it's gonna be hitting like the bigger ones, and it's actually way worse than putting it on strong. Putting it on strong is like it'll hit the first of the strong, kind of. You can micro elite in strong, but overall, if you just want to leave it on something, top half strong is better than elite in most situations, I would say. Round 70, really won't really be struggling. For round 90, you do want to have, I would recommend getting a 0-3 upgrade on a Monkey Village, because that just increases your DDT popping power by an insane amount. But yeah, with enough CC on DDTs, they're not really a threat, especially on this map. I would have to try this strategy on another map. But yeah, you see, like, all my units are super grouped. Just keep in mind, just because snipers can shoot anywhere doesn't mean you need to put them in like a corner. Having them actually like grouped within the vicinity of all your other units is usually way better. Just using my middle pass sniper ability on cooldown gives a lot of gold when it's tier 5. So around 74. Yeah, it's a lot of gold. I really wish it would show the amount of money you get, like more obviously, like the money number, like from a package or something, would be there longer, because it's actually really hard to see how much money you're getting from some things, because it just blinks so quickly in this game. And actually, I really like the change on Impoppable disabling the shield, because it really let you leak a bunch of balloons and the shield would regenerate. And it kind of defeated the purpose of the 1 HP. I do like that. They did keep the spikes, but at least the shield is gone, because it was like a form of regaining health. And I do like the shield nerf. It's way more punishing. Round 76 is, yeah, huge regrow. But bottom pass sniper with shrapnel, like, you never make a regrow farm. I was doing like a 302 druid spam build, and let's just say that creates, I might make a video that if you guys like it, this video, I might make a video like that. You make, I think it's round 79, you make a massive regrow farm. It's actually hilarious. So yeah, round 78, like, I'm banking. I am banking right now. So yeah, round 79 is coming up. I believe that's like a really fat regrow farm, but it should not be a problem at all. Yeah, Alchemist, pretty value on anything but a bottom pass sniper at this point. But Perma Brew, once I get it, huge value. Lots of camo, but around 78 you should be having camo detection. Yeah, look at all these regrows around 79. Yeah, holy. Shrapnel though, they actually get destroyed. 79 is actually a pretty difficult round for a lot of different builds. Like, this sniper is actually like so strong now. Look at that go. Not even, oh yeah. I'm gonna be putting a ice tower here. It'll be a top path, so top middle. Yeah, top middle. And I'm gonna want to go for a 5-2-0 ice tower. Really good at the beginning. Plus he's getting the camo detection buff from the Monkey Village, which is really what matters. And you're putting another 4-2-0 ice tower in the back. He's gonna be getting that primary buff as well, eventually at least. And these are nice. Like those curve, like when any map curves like that, beautiful place for ice towers. And yeah, top path ice tower is really good just for making your units deal more damage and also just stalling. And this 5-2-0 at the beginning is going to be super good for round 100 versus the bad. One of the better units versus the bad, especially if you don't want to go for like a middle path submarine or a middle path cannon. It's not called cannon, what is it called? Well, whatever, you know what I'm saying, the cannon. I plopped down another village just to make sure I buff the back ice tower for camel detection because it's not being reached by the other tower. So yeah, just dropping probably a 0-0-3-0 ice 0-3-0 tower in the back because I have the money, you know. And just checking the backs repeatedly, putting another tower in the front to hit that front ice tower. Probably a 3-0-0. Yeah. Round 85, almost at round 100. And so far not really struggling whatsoever. Round 90 pluses is usually the more difficult rounds, so you know, we'll see how we fare with these rounds. But yeah, so far very promising for the snipers, which is really cool because snipers have always been one of my favorite units, but they've been so bad. Like top path sniper was really the only actual viable sniper in most cases. Like just a 402 sniper was pretty much the only viable sniper beforehand, but now it really changes everything. Because shrapnel also makes middle path sniper viable, so look at all these mobs getting completely stun locked. Like look at that. Pat plus top path sniper. It's crazy. And this ice tower is putting in work. Round 88, almost round 90. And yeah, I honestly, Bloons TD6 has been a really fun game. And this map is pretty sick, honestly. I didn't play much during the Easter event, unfortunately, but yeah, round 89, so this is the last round. Bam, collecting everything from the banks. Permabrew, baby. Perfect spot for Permabrew. This Permabrew actually hits everything. It'll actually hit everything, so which is really good. Really good. Probably the most important expensive upgrade for this type of setup. And as you can see, like, this is really like a 0-2-5 sniper, like putting a bunch of work. You're gonna see he's gonna have most of the pops. And it's just middle pass sniper to support him, top pass sniper for might as well because you have middle pass sniper plus crowd control and Moabs, Pat for his buff and crowd control and Moabs. You have a glue gunner middle path with 0 pops for crowd control. Top path alchemist for buffs, monkey villages for buffs, 2 ice towers for buffs and slowing. Buffs because top path increased damage basically. And your banks, like this is primarily a 0-2-5 sniper just putting in work. An impoppable 90 rounds and Pat putting in work too. I think Pat is pretty underrated. He's actually pretty good. Like Gwendolyn I think is honestly the best hero. Zilly is not bad for like chimps I think because she's really cheap. And she has camo lead pretty early, so but I think Pat is honestly pretty legit. Like just look at that. Pat with a top path sniper is just insane mob destruction. For real. You don't even need a bottom path glue gunner or anything. Like a bottom path glue gunner would be overkill. Look at that. Imagine you had a middle path alchemist in there too, like holy. Round 94. I mean, going in, I have money. Like right now I'm saving up for a tier 5 ice tower. Almost have super brittle. But yeah, like 94. Like they look like they're getting far, but they're really not. We got shrapnel, like shredding multiple. Like I'm not sure if you see, but like multiple mobs are being popped simultaneously because of shrapnel. Looks kind of scary, but not really. Honestly, like, they made it slightly past halfway throughout the map. And I believe my ice tower in the back just has 0 pops. Like, that ice tower is actually not useful. But it's there, just to be there. Yeah, look how hard CC'd. These DDTs are getting hit, man. These things are supposed to be fast. Destroyed. Completely destroyed. I believe my sniper is close to 1,000,000 pops already. You could easily get 2,000,000 pops with this sniper. Easily. More money. I have so much money. Actually, like, I'm banking. By round 100, my banks will be all full as well. Super brittle putting in work as well. Like, super brittle with Pat and top ass sniper is a combo in of itself, actually. And just grouping everything for shrapnels. Bam, bam. Plus, I would say 025 sniper is really fun to play around in sandbox mode. Yeah, going for engineer. Plop him in the front. The front is probably a better spot to put him. He gets all the buffs as well. Perma brew and double tower buffs. Go for like a 042. Probably the best type of engineer. Like a supportive engineer at least. And yeah, then you just put on the sniper. It's overkill, but it's funny. I think they should really rework top path engineer, because anything but tier 5 top path engineer is complete garbage. And you have to wait so long to save up for a top tier path engineer that most of the time, like, yeah, it's just not good. Tier 5 though is sick, the plasma turrets, but the other upgrades are so garbage. Bottom path engineer is pretty legit though. Round 98, relatively difficult round, but yeah. Like, I get it, this map is easy, but this strategy would definitely dominate a lot of maps. Like, look at that, holy. Yeah, then they make it in the cluster and just die. Round 99, so the last round before the bad. Fortified DDTs. Not really a threat. They die pretty quick. Round 100. Super brittle. Look how fast they got damaged, by the way. Look at that. I used Pat's ability as well. Bam, it got popped so quick. That's a really quick pop, honestly, without like submarine or anything. It's a quick pop. Bam, nice insta monkey, exactly what I wanted. So head into free play, let's check all the pops. So yeah, all banks are full. 64k in the bank that I didn't even need to spend. Plus the tower in the back with the ice tower was completely wasted. So yeah, 160k, 280k pops on Pat. Engineer, 16k. You know, got the monkey villages that I was talking about. 200k on the top path, 350k on the middle path, over a milli on bottom path. You know, basically nothing. 32k on the alchemist, 0 on the glue gunner, obviously 0 on the villagers, and 0 on that back ice monkey. You know, it wasn't a waste of money, but it was in case, so I'm selling banks here. Bam. I had basically 100k to spend. Like, that's how hard we dominated. Honestly, pretty cool map. And yeah, so I hope that helped give you insight on the 025 sniper buff. Really good with glue. Top pass sniper, Pat, super brittle, like just a bunch of CC on Bloons and Moabs, and with super brittle getting a lot of value, and your shrapnel shot will just get a lot of value just by grouping a bunch of Bloons together. Middle pass sniper, super good for buffing and for econ. You get your alchemist, your towers, all the engineer, all the buffs, and yeah. If you want to incorporate in any strategy, you don't have to full commit to full sniper. You can go like glue gunner, 024 sniper, pat, top pass sniper, like a 402 sniper, and you're gonna get insane value for a pretty cheap price. So yeah, hope you guys liked it. Give me feedback in the comments below, and yeah, I might make another interesting build video, maybe some crazy regrow type of druid stuff. But yeah, anyways, ka-chow.